Oh, folks, what makes this little car so valuable? This 2005 Toyota Highlander so much more valuable, and 2017 Ford Explorer more valuable, the 2019 Ford Edge more valuable, and my 2011 Ford Edge more valuable, not to mention the one that's missing from in front of it. But what makes all these vehicles more valuable starting 2026? Well, one thing is they won't tattletale on you. None of these vehicles will contact the dealer, the government, or any other entity and tattletale on you. And they will all start too. And that's what we're going to talk about. Why won't my 2026 car start when I get in it? Oh, folks, there's a lot going on in this world, and there's a lot of things politicians are doing to us. I try not to be too political and keep things on an even keel as far as car repair, but this one begs to differ. 2026 is a key year. Back in several years ago, a bill was passed, and it did a lot of things. It promoted EVs to the point of bankruptcy, and our taxpayer dollars supporting this dream that was never materialized because they didn't plan anything. So we all know that poor planning leads to failure. So that being said, we're not going to talk about EVs because that's neither here nor there. We're talking about all vehicles, EV and of course ICE vehicles, diesels, all vehicles. That's right. Even your semi-trucks, your pickup trucks, your cars. All of them are going to have implemented new systems installed on them. And you thought cars were expensive now. They're going to have these technologically unproven systems installed in these cars. And they're going to, through your sweat of your skin, through the air that it samples, and through your eyes that a camera is going to watch, and also the way you're accelerating, decelerating, all this other stuff they're going to put into this system on these cars are going to be transferred to you as the owner of this new 2026 car. And you are paying for the privilege, and they say it's not a kill switch. Now, I ask you all, at any time does the government ever do anything that doesn't evolve into something else? Okay? They swear up and down, no, we're not going to have kill switches on your car. Well, they are installing kill switches on your car. Don't let the double speak, bochinche as they say in Spanish, say differently. Now here's the problem. There's no kill switch. Oh yeah, there's no kill switch. But there is a kill switch. Why? Because if it detects, this system they're installing in your car in 2026, if it detects alcohol or erratic eye behavior, something else that they construe as drunk driving or drug driving or anything like that, the car will not start. Or it will shut you down, and it may even pull you off the roads and tell you it'll decapability the car. It'll deactivate it to the point where you are forced to pull over and stop driving. Okay, it'll give you time, then it'll start slowing down, and it'll kill the engine. And then here's the deal: you're out in the middle of the winter, and it decides to do this. You're drunk, if you somehow get the car running, and then you're out in the middle of a highway, interstate, whatever reason. You popped a beer while you're driving. Who knows? Now you're going to freeze to death because your car's going to shut off. Now, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. You could say, and the government people, yes, those wonderful 9 words they always like to say. Yeah, I'm here to help, sure. They're going to shut your car down. Now, that's great. You're running late to work. You swish your mouth with some mouthwash. Then you run out and jump in your car. Now it won't start. Why? Because it detects the odor of alcohol or the emission of the alcohol from the mouthwash in your mouth and in the air, and thus it will not start because it says, hey, you've been drinking. or mom, you know, she does the same thing, take kids to school, now she's late because the car won't start. There are so many things that are in violation here. We got something also called the Fourth Amendment. It's about illegal search and seizure. And, you know, basically what they're doing is they're violating the Fourth Amendment in coming after you predisposed with equipment installed in your car before you've even committed a crime. That's thought police stuff there, folks. You know, and what do I see happening? Okay, all those cars I just pointed out to you, and all your neighbors' cars, and all the cars you currently got. Right now, cars are going down in value. Yeah, used cars are going down because they can't sell the new cars, so the new cars are starting to go down in value, which means that used cars are going to go down in value. But once they get to 2025 and start building the 2026, which is only a year and a half to 2 years away, folks, it's not that far. And these mandates for these cars that you're going to buy in 2026 hit, how many of you are willing to take a chance that these cars will not record everything that you're doing? Because keep in mind, if it has a data set to determine that you are quote-unquote drunk driving or drug driving or whatever the case it doesn't like out of you, it shuts the car down. Now, all cars got computers. They're going to have a data set that says what they detected, and then guess what? It can be used against you. And it gathered the information illegally. It's like surveillance on you. You know, the police are conducting surveillance on you, and they're just waiting for you to mess up. And then they're going to go get the data off your computer, on your car, and then they're going to prosecute you with the same data on the system that you bought the car and paid for yourself. Think about that. That sounds like a no-win situation. So what I'm thinking here in 2026, the price of used cars without these systems are going to start going up. Because why? Who wants to have Big Brother in the passenger seat with you? Because after all, they said cameras are going to watch your eye movements. So that means they're recording you inside the car. They're going to listen to what you're saying, your breathing, whatever the case is. Slurred speech, who knows? They're going to listen to that. They're going to test your breath without consent while you're in your car. And they're going to add all this up. Now, the slippery slope I see is they have this kill switch on there. Now, what can happen then? Well, they could kill the car and you're not driving, but can that lead to another slippery slope? Can that then lead to, oh, you didn't pay your insurance bill? So now the insurance company puts in something, and next thing you know, your car won't start because you didn't pay your insurance. Or you didn't pay the bank for your car, so now the car is immobilized because you didn't pay the bank. Well, you should pay your notes and you should pay your insurance. But I'm just saying, you see where this is going. Or you have a traffic ticket and you didn't pay it, so they can turn your car off on that. You see where this slippery slope's going? It's not just that they want to make the road safer. Okay, it is because they want control over everything. Okay, so that's where we're going, and that is the direction of the travel that we are going to be having to endure, unless you know, we start fighting back. There needs to be a lot of contact with a lot of politicians, and the problem is a lot of these politicians signed off on this. Okay, folks, the same people that we're going to complain to are the same ones that did this. But did they do it right? Will this stand up to constitutional scrutiny? Should there be mass lawsuits or class actions against the government about their overreach into the Fourth Amendment in search and seizure? And I have a feeling that's what it's going to come down to, is it's a violation of our rights. And there's one thing about making airbags in cars and braking systems work and turn signals and making sure cars are safe. There's another one where they overstep their bounds and they control the device completely by passing rules that says, no, you can't do that, so therefore you're not going to do it. And they're making everybody who is legally driving without impaired benefit, subject to the same scrutinies and overextensions of reach into the Fourth Amendment violations as they would a criminal. So essentially what they're doing is they're treating the entire population that is of age to buy and purchase a vehicle as a criminal right off the bat. And last I checked, that's probably not too legal. Now, like I said, folks, I don't dive into this too much, and I try to stay out of it, but I see this as a road down in automobile ownership that is too far. Okay? It is way too far. Because this will dramatically affect all of you if you don't fight back now. So, that's my take on it. I know it's not my normal thing that I do, but oh my gosh, this needs to be addressed because it is going to become an issue. And 2026 is quickly approaching, and we need to get a hold of everybody that's in the political stance and let them know how we feel about this. Because this is going to affect every one of you, irregardless of whether you drink and drive, drug and drive, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, all the people I think that deal with stuff that I do for car repair are very, very good people. They wouldn't do that. But there are a few out there, okay? Not going to deny that. They're out there and they can devastate lives by killing people. So, is there good intent in some ways of it? Yeah. Is the approach and the way that they did it bad? Yes. Okay? If they're worried about drunk driving, they need to make sure the penalties are stiffer. Okay? That's what they need to do. They need to make sure they're stiffer. So if you drunk drive, maybe you need to be in jail rather than paying a fine. Spend a 6 months to a year in jail. Then see where you're at when you get out. See how you feel about drunk driving. I don't know. Sometimes we got to make sure corporal punishment fits a crime in a way. So, you know, drink and drive, yeah, pay the price as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on this. I know it's a different video than y'all see me doing, but I want y'all to think about that. What privacy rights are you giving up? And paying to do it, no less. Oh, these systems are going to be expensive. And guess what? When they fail, who's going to have to pay to fix them? That's right, you are, otherwise your car won't run. So this is the gift that keeps giving. And these systems are untested, so I am betting anything since they involve filters and sensors. The average filter and sensor is good for, say, 2, 3, 4 years. And then it has to be replaced. I deal with equipment that has to have the sensors replaced every year. So be ready for that cost, because you're going to be paying out the nose for it, and it's not going to be cheap. Anything to do with that is not going to be cheap. So this is MACT, and I just wanted to let you know, my 2 cents worth on this. And hey, my feet hit the floor today. I'm having a great day. I want you to have a great day too. Band of One's always got some good music to play, and Mercy Grills always got a couple one-liners for y'all.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Go production.